Hello and welcome to the St. Vincent College tutorial video. This video will provide step-by-step instructions on completing paperwork and updating your general information in our student-athlete database. If you have any additional questions, reach out to your coach. First, we have a great deal of changes for this year. All paperwork will be submitted online. Please go to www.swol123.net and enter your email address that you used to sign up for SWOL and enter your password. If you do not remember your password, click Reset Password. You must know which email address you signed up to check the email for the resetting of your password. If you do not know this email address, please check with your coach. Once you log in, you will be taken to the main page of your athlete portal. The My Info tab on the left side, the number of forms and the notices and handbooks in the middle are the sections that you will need to complete. The first part we're going to look at is the My Info tab. This opens your general contact information. Any section with a red, required, must be completed. Make any changes that are necessary. In the Address tab, you may need to make changes to the secondary address. This is the address where you live while you attend classes at St. Vincent. If you live on campus, this will be your mailbox number and college address. If you are now a commuter. This will need to be changed to your commuting address. Let's say you live in a downtown apartment in Latrobe. It would be your apartment number with the Latrobe address. The Emergency tab should also be completed for you. If you need to make any changes, please do so at this time. Next, in the Insurance tab. This section will be blank as it needs to be updated completely each year. This information needs to be filled out accurately and completely. You can find most of the information on the front and back of your insurance card. Keep in mind that the policyholder section refers only to the person who the insurance is through. So it may be a parent or guardian. Enter that person's contact information and birth date. Member ID may be their employer ID or simply the policy number. Refer to the actual card. Policy information can also be found on your insurance card. Some policies may have a group number, others may not. Lastly, we will need a clear copy of the front and back of your insurance card. You can upload a picture or scan here. Find the saved picture or scan on your computer. Click Add to the front side of the card. And repeat the same process for the back of the insurance card. If you have secondary insurance, you can fill that out on the right-hand side. Just remember that any section with the red required needs to be completed. Be sure when you upload your insurance card, it is not blurry, portions of it are not covered, and the card, it's not distorted. We need clear-cut pictures of the card to be able to read all information. You may be able to visit your insurance company's website for explanation of the information on the card. Last is the Medical tab. Please be sure to update any allergies, medical conditions, health concern, or prescription medication at this time. You can select from the drop-down menu or type it directly if you don't see it here. Again, you can't leave these blank. So type in A, you have no medical conditions or health concerns. Enter the date of any immunizations that you may have. To enter any prescription drugs, you can select from the drop-down menu or type in yourself. Just remember to click Add button so that it appears in the box below. If it does not show in the Notes section, it will not save into the system. And that's it for the My Info section. You do not need to complete the Paperwork tab as this is mainly for your coach. Always click Save to update your progress. After clicking Save, if you have information showing up in this box, it means that you missed important information. Please go back and complete these fields. Now back to the main athlete portal page, and you can click on Forms. Click the highlighted number. This will take you to the required paperwork. Here you will find each individual form you are assigned. Incoming and returning athletes are assigned separate paperwork, so be sure to read G and H carefully. When you complete a form and submit it, it will show up here. Click on Select and Open. First, looking at the physical form, Form F. This was also emailed to you by your coach in late May. This is the only form that will need to be printed. Then taken to your physician's office to be completed when you have a physical examination. This examination must be completed by a physician, PA, or nurse practitioner. A few things to keep in mind when you get this form back. Be sure that A, B, or C are circled under the Athlete Participation Clearance section. Also make sure it is signed, and all the information for the physician's office is completed at the bottom. The actual examination must take place after June 1st of 2023. The completed form must then be uploaded to the Sportswear website. After saving a picture or scan of your completed form, log in and proceed to your Forms page. Click the Add button on the right-hand side. Find the Save item. Name it with your name, Form F, and the month and year of your physical. Once it is uploaded, it will show here. Continue to work your way through all the forms that are required by you. Taking a look at Form A. Most forms are in a viewable PDF format. Any fields that are pink must be completed. At the bottom of Form A, and Form A only, if you are 18 or older, a parent must still sign the bottom of this form, along with yourself. This is due to the insurance information provided on this form. All forms will ask you for a signature. There is a statement present that these signatures may be typed. Type your name and date. And for Form a parent must type their name and date as well. And when you believe all the information is correct, go ahead and click Save and Submit. You can always save a form and continue later. But remember that when you save and submit, you cannot go back to make any more edits. When you click Save and Submit, you will be asked for an electronic signature to verify that the information you provided is true and complete to the best of your knowledge. Enter your first name, middle initial, and last name. Slide the box to acknowledge. Click Submit and OK. You will receive a pop-up stating that some information is missing to go back and correct, or you will receive a message stating that your form has been saved. Continue to work your way through the remaining forms. Some forms do have 2 pages, so be sure to check the side or the bottom of the form to make sure you completed all pages. Remembering that returning athletes do not have to complete Form H, as this is for new athletes only. At the bottom of Form G, you will find a checklist to make sure you have completed all the materials. Double check that all the information is submitted. All of this information and paperwork is required to be completed by July 16th. Without it, you will not be allowed to participate in any team-related activities and possibly not permitted to show for preseason camp. One last form that you will see on your attachment page is the Signature Form 2023 to 2024 Drug Education and Testing Policy. As an athlete at St. Vincent College, you are subject to drug testing. Each year you will be required to review the drug testing policy and sign the form that you understand and are acknowledge the policy that drug testing may occur. This policy can be found on the athlete portal in the middle of the page. Please open it, review it, print it out for future reference if needed. Also in this section, you will find the NCAA medical exemption form for ADHD or ADD medication. If you are currently taking medication for either of these conditions, you need to print out this form and take it to the physician that is prescribing that medication to complete. This form can also be uploaded to your attachment page. When everything is complete, you can notify your coach. Thank you and welcome back to St. Vincent. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat.